spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Conley against James. Randolph, a screen on LeBron. And it's Conley penetrating. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Top of the key. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yig. Doris?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Conley kicks to Randall. On the high post. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Fry kicks to Irving. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Now here's Conley to the middle. Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Chicago.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumping.
Gasol, a screen on James. Gasol, a screen. 4 on the clock. Excellent use of the screen that time. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
You can say so much about Marc Gasol and his defensive impact, as we all know, the Defensive Player of the Year back in 2013.
Yeah, tremendous size, Kevin, and the awareness to always get his body and frame in the right place to help anchor his team's defense.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots. You know, and for Marc Gasol, he might not generate a ton of blocks or steals, but here's a guy that understands positioning from a defensive standpoint, and he's able to just stay in front, challenge shots, and also provide help to his teammates.
Here's Dellavedova. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. To the wing right side. They get it again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Inside, Allen, and it's sent back by Irving. And he's able to get it back. Cavaliers trailing. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
And Marc Gasol has plenty of size to hold his ground on the inside. I'm always amazed how well he moves away from the paint. One of his great strengths, I believe, and although not the quickest, he has unbelievable footwork, which allows him to cover so much ground.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Mozgov dishes to Love. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Allen outside. Here's the screen. Outside Conley. Here's Wright. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Wright's got his first points of the game.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive. This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Everything is falling. 5 of 5 to start.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another miss by Conley. Good if it goes. No good on that last second attempt there. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cleveland ahead. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Amon Shumpert is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the small forward position.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Randolph to the paint. Here's Conley. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Randolph. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
And when you look at those rebounds, they have a cumulative effect on the opponent. His effort wears them down physically and mentally.
Zach Randolph getting up there in his mid-30s, but his game has never been based on explosiveness. So it's all about strength, skill, and craft when you talk about Zebo, and he's aging gracefully.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Back to Stevenson. Takes a 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. And Randolph Clark can struggle in matchups against quicker power forwards of those spread 4s.
Yeah, but even though he struggles on the perimeter against those guys, he punishes them when he gets them inside in his operating area at the offensive end. Most big men have a hard time dealing with him in the paint.
Very good point.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. No good from Gasol.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they've dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
Carter kicks to Stevenson. Back to Carter. Lets it go from 11. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Stevenson passes to Gasol. The turnaround Jay. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here's Fry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Marc Gasol.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. And Tony Allen subbed in for Barnes. Memphis moving that ball around. Wright dishes to Carter. Allen outside. He kicks it to Anderson. Stevenson passes to Allen. Here's Wright. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. And he's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Pass to Anderson. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. And talking about Chris Anderson, he was actually out of the league for a couple years, reinstated back in 2008. And apparently the time off helped. He finished second in the league in block shots going back to that season.
And Kevin, the thing I remember most about Chris Anderson, the 2005 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. He unsuccessfully tried the same dunk 8 times. Count them, 8. Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
And Thompson throws it down.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Conley into the lane. Carter kicks to Anderson. The 19-foot shot, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Sparky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And a pretty tightly contested.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.